that you forgot to back up or something, you can go into that backup with this application and pull out that one file.
Neat.
Yeah, so it's a really super good convenience, sanity thingy.
Yes, it is. I like it.
Yeah.
Cool, Dor. Is that it?
I have one more that I'm not going to talk about because all it does is raise my blood pressure.
Okay. We won't do that then because we don't want that to happen. Sean, do you have any other apps?
No apps. I was just noticing, I'm looking up at the Skype call and it's like an hour, 2 minutes, man. I got to tell you, I have such a good time on this show, man. I can't believe we've been on this for an hour already.
Really?
I don't, yeah, it just kind of, I looked over, I'm like, oh my gosh, an hour and 2 minutes already.
Yeah. It flies by.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're having fun.
All right.
Eric, anything else for you?
Yeah, I had two more real quick. One's I should have brought this more closer to St. Patrick's Day. It's called Rick O'Shea, RICKO apostrophe, I guess, and then SHEA.
Yeah.
Basically, it's just a game where you're a guy with a helmet and a rubbery helmet, and you bounce around off a bunch of stuff.
Rick O'Shea. I see.
It's a good name.
I see.
And then the other one I had was, if you are an ice cream sandwich user, Google Chrome Beta is available for you to check out. I don't know if we brought that up yet, but go ahead and download it and check it out. It works really well, I think, so far. I haven't found any problems with it.
Does it do anything cool?
I don't know. You know, the thing is, when I go surfing on the web, everything takes me to a .mobi site or ./m, you know, so it's all mobile. You know, I was like, yeah, I'd like to see just regular full pages on here, especially when I'm on the tablet.
You can go into the config and change that.
Oh, okay.
Very cool.
But no, I haven't played with it enough to find out if there's anything really cool about it yet.
Right. Neat. Thank you for the update.
Well, and I'll add, if you're not an insane person like me, where right now I have at least 40 tabs open or so, if you're a normal person with 5 tabs open at the most kind of thing, you can do what's called tab sync as well. So you load a tab in your phone, close the browser, go to your computer, open Chrome, all your tabs are open that were on the phone and vice versa.
Ooh, sweet.
That's very cool.
It's cool if I could run it, but you have to be running official ICS and not like MyUI ICS or CyanogenMod ICS. It has to be official right now. It's still in beta.
Gotcha.
So you're saying with all the tabs I got open during this podcast, if I was to go to my Chrome on my tablet, it would open them all, just like
this. And I'm sure it would
Oh.
crash and then restart a default session kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll just wait until after the podcast.
But this game, Rick O'Shea, I gotta say, looks like it could be fun.
Yeah, I know. I was watching the video. It looks fun.
I got through about, I think, 5 or 6 levels on it. It's pretty good.
I love that. I love that they called him an Irish name just to make that all work. All right. This is email. No, this is actually a plus from Mark. Mark from elementopie.com. Check out his podcast network over there. It's pretty awesome. And he says, and Dory, you actually sent me this. Oh, great and powerful masters of all things Android. A friend of mine is looking for a way to get her Samsung Stratosphere, which doesn't have notification LED, to let her know when the phone is muted and she gets a text, email, etc. Perhaps a persistent vibration until she acknowledges. I could pour through the Android market, but I thought I'd first see if you knew something offhand. And what do you got for him, Dor?
Well, what I got for him is a big thank you for bringing this up, because I don't have a direct answer to it.
I got a good one.
And I can't find that. So did I answer him there? I gave him a half answer, right?
Yeah.
Handset can do reminder type notifications.
And you also said, looks like the app that nails her need to a T is called Reminder Pro. It's $195.
Okay, thank you, because I honestly completely forgot about this. This was one of me and my wife's biggest gripes when we got our phones. Back on the old cheap, free, gray Motorola piece of crap flip phones, okay? If you would miss a call or get a text, every minute or so it would just do a little zzz or a little ting, kind of thing to remind you that was going on. With Android, if you miss anything, the only indication you have is the light.
Right.
This was what my wife was missing. You know what I mean? Completely missing. And when I showed her this, because I honestly, I can lie to you, I totally forgot about this. I showed it to her, and she said she wanted it, which, of course, I told her, you're not using my account. Go get some money yourself.
$2, $195, unless they have a sale. It might have been Amazon App of the Week at one point.
Well, I can tell you, if they've been doing it now for just over a year, 2 years, I think, two. And so there was a point in time where I did not get the stuff. Now, since I have my phone, every day I want the app, even though I don't install 95% of it.
Okay.
But I'm really tempted to get this for myself. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I don't need it. I don't put the phone down long enough.
I know, me neither. I'm always looking at mine.
Yeah.
All right, next one is from Matt. He says, hello, fellow app addicts. He actually didn't clear his throat in the email. That was just me clearing my throat. Just running in to thank Eric for roping me into the MIUI cult. I think he meant Sean when he said Eric.
Yeah.
Just installed on my Motorola Photon 4G after doing some research, and I have to say it's pretty kick-ass. Coming from CM9 is definitely an improvement. Glad to still have ICS on my phone with some speed improvements and absolutely no lag. Also, it automatically overclocks to 1.3 gigahertz, which is pretty damn fast. I've been running it for about 2 days now, and battery life has greatly improved as well. I would definitely recommend MyUI to any Motorola Photon user over any other ROM I've seen. It just blows them all out of the water in terms of customability, functionality, battery life, and overall performance. Keep putting out the awesome shows. From Matt, P.S. I'd recommend QB King 77's YouTube video on how to install this ROM to anyone wishing to attempt installation, whether they are a beginner or an expert. His videos kick ass. And that's from Matt, who he has the best. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. He has the best Google Plus picture I've ever seen. Let's see if I can zoom in on this. I think it's hilarious. And don't get the wrong idea here, but there. Okay, let me go to the desktop and then pull it up. Do you see it there?
Oh, my Lord. Is that him?
Yeah. That's the best. So you got to follow Matt Nelson on Google Plus to see what I'm talking about. It's hilarious. I know. All right, let me zoom out of that so I can read the rest of the emails here. All right. Well, thank you, Matt.
That's awesome.
Johnny says, hey, fellows, how in the world does one find the videos that someone takes with a smartphone and sends them to you in a text message? I would love to transfer them to a PC or Linux box to save. I can find ones on the Android phone that come with the phone, but what format are freshly sent ones? Thank you. So how in the world does one find the videos that someone takes with a smartphone and send them to you in a text message? Is this question. Anybody know this one?
I know for me, with I use like in the MyUI gallery, like I've had videos sent to me and they show up in there, and I believe if you use a couple weeks ago I brought up the calendar gallery. I think that'll show. You can just search out videos; it'll show where those are.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Where would they? What folder do they get saved in?
Oh yeah, he's talking to transfer. I'm sorry.
I'm curious about this too. That's all right.
If he just means the text, there's no one answer, because certain apps store them in different places. But just like Sean said, a couple weeks ago, I want to say it was at least 5 weeks ago, Sean, you brought up a SMS backup utility. So I think the best bet would be to get an SMS backup utility, back up the file, copy that file to a computer, and open it up. It could be anything. It could be in a SQL-like database file. It could be in a comma-separated flat file. It could be anything.
What format when you make a video with your phone, what format does it save in? M3
that
something?
is 3GP.
Yeah,
I think it is.
What is 3GP?
It's 3GP. It's its own thing.
Okay.
It's a highly compressed, craptastic quality movie.
I got you.
Typically. Now, if you have a nice phone or you boost the settings up a lot, it will change to MP4.
I see. Cool. All right. Anybody have anything else to help him out there? All right.
And I think if you create it, it's going to be in your root of your SD card in a folder called like CMIA. It's definitely a different folder name. I know it begins with C. And then from there, it should be almost obvious.
Not DCIM.
Maybe it is DCIM.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, thank you. DCIM. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, that's the old school digital camera folder. They always used to create that. I think it stands for digital camera images.
Yeah, DCIM, you're right. And then you have like camera. And then right there, I see my JPGs. And I know I have, like in there, I have a subfolder of Quick. So if I use Quick to record the video, it would be there. Gotcha. When you receive them, I believe you can tap and hold and say save as.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you, Dora. Next email is from Dan B. He says, "Hey, Android App Addicts, I love your show. I listen to it every time. My favorite podcasting app I listen to it every time my favorite podcasting app BeyondPod automatically updates and downloads any new episodes. However, that is not what I wanted to email you guys about. You mentioned CGO on the last episode, and I felt like I needed to give a word of warning because the app operates in a way that is against geocaching.com's terms of service. 2 geocaching apps are available that are much better substitute. The first being the official geocaching app, simply called Geocaching. I have not tried it because it is expensive at $10. The app I use is called Neon Geo, and is also a paid app, around $3, I believe, and a free version is available. And I use it every time I go geocache. It's also worth noting that if you are using a non-premium geocaching account separate from the cost of the app, you can only download 3 caches per day. I highly recommend premium membership as the notifications for new caches is worth the money itself. Anyways, hope that sheds some light on geocaching apps. Thanks for sharing your app picks with us, Dan B. So
I didn't realize
CGO is what? How does it operate against geocaching.com's terms of service?
Well, he doesn't say that, but I thought it was the official app because it says the creator is C:"Geo Team.
Yeah, no, I knew it wasn't the official app because it was always like he says it was expensive. That's the free app that I've used.
Ooh, yeah, $10.
Do you know how it violates terms of service, Eric?
I don't.
It's weird.
Unless it does, I don't know. Honestly, we went geocaching just last weekend. What I did is I went to geocaching.com on the internet on my computer. I didn't even use the phone app, and I got the geocaches that we wanted to look at, and I typed them in. See, I don't use my phone to actually find the geocaches. I've got a Garmin geocaching GPS unit, I guess, that's made for it.
Wow.
So so we just typed them in off of the internet to that, into that unit, and we found I think 7 out of 10 of them that we looked for.
Sweet.
Yeah, they were, and one of them was the very first time it had ever been found. That was kind of exciting. That's the first time I've ever found one of those.
Wow,
that's awesome.
You know what you need to do when you find them? You need to put in some little silicone wrench business cards.
That's violating the geocache thing. There's going to be no
promotion.
That's one of the no business promotion or anything like that. But there are cool things called like geo coins and tracking bugs that are like it's like a coin, and we've got them that came all the way from like England, and they go from one geocache to another, and somebody finds it here, and then they'll go on vacation and hide it in one in California or something, and then they travel all over the world, and you can log them and see where it's been and things like that. It's really neat.
That is really neat. Freddie says if you violate the service, the geo police will come and get you.
Yeah, they'll definitely know where you're at. Get that app.
Yeah. One of the apps he said was called Geocaching. Can I ask what was the name of the other one, Steve?
It was
Neo Geo.
Neon. He says
Geo.
Neon.
Neon Geo. Yeah, I see it here I'll put it up. I got it.
Neon Geo. All one word.
I have the actual. Oops, sorry.
What? You have it?
No, I actually have the official app. I brought that last year, and it is expensive, but it works really nice. I like it.
Geocaching.com app.
Yeah.